What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus G15 Advantage gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're trying out Sword of the Sea again, but at 1440p this time. So hopefully we can still get playable FPS. It seems hard to run, and we all know 1440p is a little hard to run. It does get a small performance boost from being on an external monitor though, so it matters more in some games than others. And in a very few amount of games I've actually seen it hinder. But why don't we now go ahead and hop on into the game?
Alright, we're just gonna do 1440p, same thing, ultra settings. Now it cannot quite stay, it couldn't get no 60 FPS. But I believe it at least stays over 30 for those people who are alright with that. But unfortunately, this is one of those times where this laptop just cannot handle it. Which is sad, because the game's really fun. I wish they made it so more like mid-range and lower end stuff could run it, but hey, it is what it is.
Alright, let's go ahead and get ourselves some camera recorded gameplay, and I will never not be amazed by these little tiny $20 Creative Pebble 2.0 speakers. For being USB powered, they sound great. Better than any laptop or internal speakers I've heard. And for 20 bucks, can't complain. We must free the orca! Oh wait, no, that's a great white shark. That's not an orca at all. There we go. Great white sharks like, or orcas like to eat the livers of those guys. I think they put them in some weird trance and then they just eat their liver, they were alive, and they just peace out. And I'm willing to bet other sharks smell that and come and eat the rest of it. Yeah, definitely not the greatest experience with this resolution. Like I showed at 1080p, I could show again, but it doesn't really matter if you put it down to low. It barely gets you anything. You get like maybe 4 or 5 FPS. Oh yeah. This is even cooler than the Dolphin. I hope that means I get to ride an orca at some point too. That would be epic. This is already cool. I mean, the Dolphin was already awesome enough. Take that. This time we gotta make all those water things come out, alright? Sounds simple enough. But will it be? That is the question. Apparently not hard at all. Moving on up. I think with that, we shall wrap the video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Sword of the Sea, and it seems to be just barely playable for those who wanted over 30 FPS. And I would have dropped it down to low, but that would have maybe got us like 4 FPS. It definitely would have made it, 60 FPS or anything like that all of a sudden. And you could always lower the render resolution though, so it does not look very pretty when you do that. The bigger your screen is, the worse it's going to look when you do that. It doesn't have any magic like DLSS or even FSR. I'd say even FSR usually looks better than that, and that's saying something. But hey, that's just my opinion. So that's always an option, but you'd have to go really low to get 60 at this kind of base resolution. And even at 1080p, it'd be tough to get it everywhere. But I think at least at that one, if you just dropped it down to like 75% at 1080p, you'd probably be okay. But at 1440p base, you'd have to drop it all the way down like 50% or something like that. And at that point, you might as well just put it at 1440p and not even bother with that. But anyway, that is all for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.